So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people are, well, they are absolutely, watching this video. And I've heard things as much as, oh, Caitlyn's, I quit on her team. All of this stuff. Either Caitlyn's quit or stuff. The reality is that Caitlin Clark wants to play basketball. She wants to get back and she's rehabbing. And people have seen this clip. Is the first time people have seen her make a deep shot. And again, look, this is from 2 a.m. my time. I'm late to this. I am super, super duper late to this right here. I guess a clip from young Thanos on on TikTok. So I do want to apologize again that haven't been on top of the news for too long. Just a lot of stuff going on in my life at the minute, which thankfully correlates with, a little bit of a lull with the whole Caitlin Clark thing. But I think Caitlin Clark is probably going to play something in the offseason because she's still out here working out during a season trying to get better. She is there with Austin Kelly. She's there working out, shooting a deep three. She's working on the deep 3-point shot. And you're like, a lot of people are looking at it and thinking, oh yeah, Caitlin is ready to play. And I actually do think Caitlin could be ready to play. The problem is that one, we don't know 1,000% how she is with contact. And two, I think the Indiana Fever organization are the reason why Caitlin Clark's not playing. Like, I think they're more so they're more so a reason why Caitlin's not playing than, Caitlin not wanting to play, or Caitlin not being 100% healthy, or, Caitlin's body not holding up. I think it's a case where they saw what happened to Tyrese Halliburton, and financially, I think it's much more Caitlin Clark is much more lucrative than Tyrese Halliburton. I also think there is a little bit of the Indiana Fever's current system works without Caitlin Clark. Like, it does. Like, the way the Indiana Fever play right now does not work with Caitlin Clark on the floor. Like, it absolutely doesn't. Like, you could definitely use her in, like, a Shea Petty role, but, like, she's just another player then. And if Caitlin Clark is just another player, she's just another player. Like, there's no need to talk too much about that. And I understand they made the semifinals, but, like, they beat an Atlanta Dream team who was significant. And people are like, oh, they're way better this season than last season. I'm like, man. They beat an Atlanta Dream team that were significantly better than, or sorry, significantly worse than the Connecticut Sun team last year. I'm sorry, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, and Bree Jones are not even close to Alyssa Thomas, Marina Mabry, Ty Harris healthy, Veronica Burton, Ono, Bree Jones. I'm forgetting players on that Connecticut Sun team as well. I'm blanking on some of them. But they were super duper stacked. And Dejanay with that team, like, they were serious. Anybody else knows that doesn't look like she drifts to the left as much as she used to? I mean, she's out for the rest of the year, but it's the perfect time to really make some adjustments to the shots. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. But at the same time, you've got, I don't think there's going to be anything majorly done to her game in this period of time. I still will be really interested to see what she does in the offseason, because I think there's a close to 0% chance she plays no competitive ball. I think whatever decision she makes will be close to the time, but I don't think she's going to go away. I don't think she wants to go away. Like, realistically, the best thing Caitlin could probably do for herself is take a short-term deal somewhere like China. Is take the Jonquel Liz Cambridge deal where she shows up to China for 6 weeks. She shows up to China for 6 weeks and plays competitive ball for 6 weeks against WNBA level players or borderline WNBA level players for the entire time. She goes and cooks. She's kind of got players that are, like, not as good as her around her, but she's still got to go and cook. That would be an ideal situation. Or I've always said it with a European, because if she's not going to do some like weird travel tour thing, I think her going as a European competition only player, I think any of these multi-millionaire owners in Europe will have the money to say, okay, cool, we're gonna sign. Let's just give me a hypothetical. She goes and plays for Fener. Probably have their team sorted, but let's just say she wants to go to Milan, and whatever point guards are playing there. I was trying to think off the top of my head a player that could end up in Europe. And you could see, like, the last couple of years, someone like a Dana Evans has ended up in Europe. So maybe you can have your starting point guard is your European competition, your EuroLeague point guard is Caitlin Clark, and then your domestic point guard is Dana Evans, and then you can bring in a bunch of other Americans there. But I don't know if she does that. But I do think this is good. Light work, probably wanted to put up some shots. I think she wants to play basketball. I've seen some people basically saying, oh, she quit on her team. She's going to be ready to go to Miami in January. I think if Unrivaled wasn't 3v3, if Unrivaled didn't have those two new teams and they went to 4v4, I think she'd be playing Unrivaled. I don't even think they need to go 5v5 because 4v4 on anyone who's played on those like 3/4 courts or on small courts knows 4v4 on a adapted court is feels the same as 5v5. The only difference is that you're playing 3 out 1 in instead of 4 out 1 in, but the spacing's almost the same. You can run the same type of actions, same pick and rolls. It's just the weak side probably there's not 2 people on the weak side, or if there's 2 people on the strong side, there's not 3 people on the weak side. Like it doesn't make much of a difference. Whereas 3v3 isn't really a Caitlin Clark thing, but ironically, if Caitlin Clark for improvement, 3v3 would be the best thing for Caitlin Clark's improvement, because I've always said it. There's parts of her game, like her one-on-one scoring, her one-on-one ball handle, her one-on-one defense. Her one-on-one defense is actually pretty good, but her P&R defense, I think a lot of the weak points in Caitlin's game would really be better if she played 3-on-3. But I just don't know if that ends up happening. But yeah, it's good to see Caitlin still in good spirits. Good to see Caitlin putting up shots. And do I think that if the Indiana Fever thought they were championship contenders, that Caitlin Clark would be working their way back up to play? Yes. I actually think they would. The problem is that I don't think the Indiana Fever thought they were beating the Dream. And I definitely don't think they think they're beating the Aces. I think if they make the finals, in hindsight, the Indiana Fever owners are going to be like, we fucked up. We just lost it. We just basically threw away our chance at a championship. We threw away a shot at a championship for this, which is not great. We threw away our shot at a championship for precaution. But at the end of the day, I still think if they lose it, I still think they probably think they're going to lose to the Aces. And look, I don't know exactly how Caitlin Clark playing would affect this grit and grind Fever, but I do think to give him a puncher's chance in the final, she'd need to play. But with Caitlin Clark, she's out. I don't know what's going to be happening. But anyway, I'll see you guys.